Okay, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Designer Raquel here with another video for you. In today's video, I am going to be interviewing my good friend Amalia here. As you guys know, this channel is all about sewing and fashion related videos, so I am going to be interviewing a local model here in Salt Lake, Amalia. Yeah, please subscribe to this channel if you're interested in all things sewing and fashion. And we're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. Also, please subscribe to Amalia. I have all of her information down below. She's so cool, so awesome. Go check her out. Let's get into today's video. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and kind of introduce yourself, like what is your channel about, like who are you, and how long you've been modeling for.
Okay. Well, my name is Amalia. I am a model, I guess. I have a YouTube channel, which Raquel mentioned, and on my channel I make videos about modeling and mostly photo shoot vlogs, my experiences in the modeling industry, some posing tips, basic general knowledge about modeling, and then also here and there I throw in like some thrifting or sewing videos because I enjoy that as well. Obviously not to the level that Raquel does it, but
oh no, they're still super cool, super knowledgeable. Go check those out too if you love sewing.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching those. They're so cool.
Yeah.
So my next question is then, why did you decide on modeling?
So I think for the longest time I'd always kind of been aware of the modeling world. My best friend growing up wanted to be a model, so it kind of always intrigued me watching America's Next Top Model and sort of the romanticization of the modeling industry online. Yeah. So it was something I always was interested in but never thought I could be a part of. And then in 2019, I remember I hit kind of like a breaking point where I really didn't like how I looked in photos.
Yeah.
So, and my sister-in-law is a model, so I just wanted to learn how to be photogenic. So I started having my husband take pictures of me. We just go on nature walks, and I'd be like, okay, this spot right here next to this bush, just take some pictures of me, and I'd practice, and I kind of was able to learn how to look good in photos from there. Once I started to have a lot of photos, I wanted to share them because I like them. So I made a second Instagram account just for sharing pictures of me rather than my personal Instagram account, which was kind of like family related.
Yeah.
And then my sister-in-law, after a while, was like, hey, my agents want to talk to you. They've seen your photos. They like your look.
And then what agency are you currently with?
I'm with Urban Talent.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. So I went and talked to them. They wanted to sign me, so I signed up, and ever since then, that was in the end of 2019. So ever since then, it's been just over 3 years. I have been modeling.
That's so cool. I started school in 2018, so that's kind of funny how that worked out. Anyway, I also wanted to say that video where you kind of explain how and why you got into modeling. I saw that, so I'll try and link it up here if I can. If not, it will be down below. Go check that out. Such a cute video. I love it. Okay, so what are the different types of models, and what category of a model would you put yourself into?
So there are so many different types of models. Just to list a few, there's fit models, fitness models, runway models, commercial models, fashion models, hand models. You can really categorize models pretty specifically.
Yeah.
And I would say that I mostly fall into commercial models. And that doesn't just mean like the smiling with the product where you're like, buy this skincare or whatever. Commercial modeling can also be edgy and serious.
Yeah.
The point of a commercial model is just you're selling a product.
The aesthetic of each category too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the point of commercial is just you're selling a product. So that can be arranged anywhere from like really happy to really sad to really serious, depending on what the brand wants for their commercial.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's mostly the market here in Utah as well. So, but I'm also trying to get into runway more, and so I've been practicing for that. I wouldn't consider myself great at runway or like real runway modeling. No, it's a work in progress.
No. You are a great runway model. We did Walking for Gold together, and she was in the legging crop top look that I have. absolutely stunning. I'll add some photos at the end for you guys. So cool. You definitely are perfect for runway.
Thank you.
What else did I want to say? Yeah, I just remember like getting into design, wanting to design like everything and anything really. And then my teacher was just kind of explaining like it might be better to get into like one category, or like designers are better for one category. So that's why I kind of wanted to go over like the different types of models as well, because I feel like not everyone really realizes that, or I don't know, maybe it's just me. At first I didn't really realize that at first, but yeah, I think it's really important that you stick with the aesthetic and just go from there, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, so my next question is, what keeps you motivated on social media, and what is your schedule like keeping up with social media? I've been watching you on social, and you are kicking butt on it, because like I try to keep up with my schedule, but then I get busy with other things, so I love how you're very on top of that. So what is your schedule like? Because I feel like not just for anyone who wants to get into modeling, but also myself, like how do you keep on top of that?
Yeah, so I am pretty organized and scheduled. I have a whole list of the week and what I want to post for that week on my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And so each day I know it's Monday, I haven't posted a story yet, I haven't posted a reel yet, and then I'll have like what topic I want for the reel for that day.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I'll film all the content on one day, and then I just have to worry about posting it. It makes it a little bit easier to not take as much time every single day.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I am so consistent with it is because I know how much power comes from the networking on social media.
Yeah.
All of my opportunities so far have come through social media, and I can only imagine, I've probably only tapped into like 1% of the potential of that. So I want to keep going so it gets bigger and bigger.
No, for sure. I feel like social media is such a great tool, especially nowadays. Just how like with COVID and everything, and yeah, it really is such a great tool. And I love how you keep up with that. I love how you have your schedule and you are committed to it. I definitely need to learn more from you. So I love that you shared that with us. Let's see. So for photo shoots or just whatever modeling job you are doing, how do you get into character when you are doing a photo shoot, and how do you stay in the character? Because I feel like models are close to actors, and actors like obviously they get into a character, they have to be this certain person and character. So I just want to know, like, how do you motivate yourself to like get into that person?
Yeah. So I don't see my photo shoots as roles really, like an actor might view a character for their role. I kind of just see more of myself, and then so I don't feel like I'm acting necessarily, but I do think it's important to have a certain mindset and a certain mood and certain music to be able to deliver what you need in a photo shoot. And usually that's determined before the shoot happens. You'll have like an inspo board or just verbal direction, like this is what we want from the shoot. And sometimes the photographer or creative director will be really specific, saying you need to be serious, or you need to be sad, or you need to be happy.
Yeah.
So then from there I would go to the music and pick a playlist, pick songs that make me feel that mood, so that I can be in the right mindset to express the right emotions in the photo shoot. And then if I don't have any personal experience to draw from either, then that's when I might create a character in my mind and create a backstory for that character so I can tap into the right emotions.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense. I feel like I kind of do the same with design. I just have to like make a mood board, kind of feel like how my emotions are feeling, or like who I want to design for whoever customer, or whatever aesthetic I'm going for. So I feel like it is very similar. So that's really cool and I love that. What is it like being a model in Salt Lake City? For example, I hear that a lot of agencies like to come to Salt Lake and pick out a lot of models, and that same with like casting calls for like actors as well. So I just wanted to know, like, what is it like for you being a model in Salt Lake City?
So I think what a lot of people wouldn't realize about Salt Lake City is that the industry here is quite big. You have a lot of movies being filmed, a lot of small brands happening here and startup companies that kind of drive the industry as well. And there is a lot of talent here. A lot of people with a really good look, a lot of people that are good at acting. And so it kind of makes sense for this kind of to be a pool to draw from for other industries, because Utah has good opportunities, but it kind of only has Utah opportunities. And so you have people who get started here and then start looking at the bigger areas. And so they're able to work in other areas or move to bigger areas to continue their career.
So is it easier to get casting calls in Salt Lake, would you say?
I think there is plenty of opportunity here because there are so many companies that exist here that are looking for people to book. And also this is kind of a big location for bigger industries to come shoot here specifically for whatever reason. They film a lot of movies and TV shows here. It's surprising.
I saw, sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No.
I saw on TikTok that Jenna Ortega and I forget the other actor's name that's on Wednesday, they were filming like a little place near, I think it was City Creek. So I was like, oh my gosh, they're in Salt Lake. This, like, that place looks familiar. Oh, they're in City Creek. So I don't know, I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, I feel like Salt Lake is really just growing and expanding. So if anyone doesn't know about Salt Lake, check it out. We're super cool here.
Up and coming.
Yeah, up and coming, local designer, models. So cool here.
Yeah. One last thing I wanted to say was because the industry here is so driven by the small businesses, I feel like we have something that doesn't happen in other markets where you almost have less opportunity, because let's say someone is building a company. Utah is such a family-oriented state, so a lot of people live close to their relatives here.
Yeah. Oh.
And so when they're like, hey, I need a model for this, my company's new, I don't have much of a budget, I'm just going to ask someone I know, like a friend, family member, to do this. And that really, it kind of takes away from the actual bookings that you can get, but it really drives the freelance industry here. It's kind of like a, double-edged sword almost. Like you're getting good opportunities, but then in the same time, you're not getting as many opportunities, but then the freelancers are getting more opportunities. It kind of like all comes together.
It should, in
a weird way.
Maybe in a different video, we might have to go a deeper dive into that. But that is so interesting. I never really thought of it in that way, but I can definitely see that happening here. Yeah. But anyway, we'll go ahead and go to the next question. Any advice you can give to future models when working with photographers and designers?
So I would say don't hesitate to reach out. Don't be afraid to be the first person to make the move, to start the friendship, or to say, hey, I'm interested in working with you. I admire what you do. Because that's what I did. I thought I had to attract someone to say like, oh, I want you. I probably could have months prior reached out myself, and maybe I was scared of not being good enough to do that, but I should have. So I would definitely say to give it a shot, and a no isn't always like mean. If someone says no, maybe you are just not ready, so you can keep working, or maybe they don't fit you guys just wouldn't be a good creative
That's fit. What I want to say. It's not you, it's just whatever kind of style or aesthetic that they're trying to go for. So don't take it personal or anything like that. Yeah. No, I agree 100% with that. And I love what you said of reaching out, because for me as a designer, I get shy reaching out to other models because I'm just kind of like, okay, and it's the same way, like, do I have your aesthetic? Like, does my designs meet what you're trying to do for your own, I guess, reputation or whatever kind of aesthetic that you are going for? So definitely reach out. And then another thing is I was always kind of shy of thinking like, okay, are my designs good enough too? So No, I definitely love that you said that. That's so true. And I also think it's when you take that first step, you're putting yourself in experience, and who knows, maybe when you meet that designer or model, then you'll meet other friends that can help you, and you can all like help each other. So yeah, I love that. Okay, so and then vice versa. What advice would you give designers and photographers when working with models?
So the biggest thing that I look for when I have the opportunity to collaborate with someone is really their social media. And if you don't have a social media that's kind of up to date and kind of clear of who you are, what you do, and that you're not like sketchy, to be honest, then I'm probably not going to want to work with you as much, just because it's so hard to vet people online. So you have to be genuine in your accounts so that people know that they can trust you and that you're believable.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because even I get like on Instagram, get those little messages where like, hi, I want you to be an ambassador. We'll give you free stuff. And I'm like, I appreciate that, but like I don't model and I don't want to buy your stuff, and you should just like, if you're legitimate, you should just like give me one of your products.
Or just hire a model.
Or just hire, for sure.
That's a topic for a different day, but I hate
Yeah,
those
we'll
ambassadors.
We'll do a deep dive on that as well if you want to, or if we have any requests, please comment down below. And again, if you guys have any other questions for Amalia or for me, comment down below. We'd love to maybe set up another interview. We just wanted this to be just a simple how to get into modeling interview. But anyway, what I wanted to say now about the question is advice I would give to models, and I know this is like so cliche, you're gonna hear this from every designer, from every company, is to be there on time. And I understand crap happens and you're late, and that's totally fine. Just like text me, let me know. But the only reason why I want you to be on time is because designers and photographers have like this schedule and they plan out stuff, and if it isn't within their timeline or within their schedule, things can get kind of like messy. It's just kind of hard to make sure that models are on time, because then the photo shoot then will take longer. So just make sure you're on time, communicate with your designer and your photographer, because it means a lot to them, because they do put out a lot of hard work organizing everything, getting everything together. So,
yes,
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Just wanted to say that. Okay, let's see. So do you have any advice for anyone trying to get into modeling or have just started modeling?
It's Princess.
It's Princess. Alright, you guys remember Princess. You know she's always in our videos, and she's gone. Alright, yeah, so, just any advice for models?
I think social media is very important, and in some aspects I think that's super cliche to say, and also I almost don't want to say that it is as important as it is, because social media is supposed to be like this bad thing you're supposed to like take a detox from, and like, but really it is gonna help, and you do learn through posting on social media some valuable skills that you can use in bookings. For example, if you make short videos, then you're practicing talking to a camera, which is actually really hard to do if you've never done it before. And you know, before I started making YouTube videos, I always thought like, oh, I can just like turn on some charm for a camera. No, I could not. All my auditions previous to starting my YouTube channel were like absolute crap, and I'm not surprised I never got booked for anything, just because I wasn't comfortable talking to a camera. My other advice for anyone who's starting modeling or is new at it is really to practice often. I remember the first 6 months that I had started, I was probably practicing for 30 minutes a day just in front of a mirror, practicing different poses or expressions, just learning how to move my body in a way that was photogenic. And at first you do have to practice a lot. Once you get the muscle memory of it, you won't have to spend as much time practicing. Yeah. But you can't just think again, like what I was saying with the video, you can't just like turn it on and turn it off if you've never worked on it before.
Yeah.
It's something that you have to get good at. And you can't sit around thinking, oh, someone will I'll work with them and I'll show them. I don't need to practice. I'll perform well on the day of. That's probably gonna
I'm just gonna
backfire.
wing it. Yeah.
Yeah, because the best networking that you can do is on set of a photo shoot. And that's how I got started. After posting on social media and showing what I was practicing, someone reached out to me and I was able to shoot with them. And from that one shoot, I was able to get more experiences. And then from each one of those other shoots, more experiences. It's kind of exponential. And so that's why you need to prepare for the shoots that you have, because the shoots that you have will lead to the most other opportunities.
No, for sure, 100%. I also want to add, like, practice. Yes, 1000% practice, because I don't know how many times I just like kept sewing, kept unpicking, keep sewing. The other thing I wanted to say to practice is be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself and give yourself time to practice. Because if you're not patient with yourself, then you're never going to give yourself time to practice and be good at your craft. What are your plans for 2023?
My plan is to get more into the runway scene. There are a few new opportunities coming in the next year, and they both have their castings in January. So I've been practicing my runway. I just bought new casting shoes.
Oh, I saw those. Those are really cute. Go check them out, you guys. They were super cute. Are they on your Instagram?
That's on my TikTok right
now. Oh, TikTok. Mm-hmm. That's where I saw it.
Yes.
Go to TikTok. Go check those out.
Yes. So definitely want to dive more into the runway side and then just continue building on what I've already been doing. I recently started making videos on posing tips, whereas before I would kind of just lean into the trends on the short videos, and now I'm trying to make my own short videos with my own topics. Mm-hmm. I'm going to continue doing that and hopefully grow my social medias, because personally I see my career thriving the most on social media rather than in person, especially the market here. I don't have time like other models have, just because I have 2 kids, so I can't dedicate all my time to trying to work every day.
That's the other thing, you guys. She has a family and she's still kicking butt. Like,
thank you.
Like, having a family, being a mom is just a job all by itself. Not that like I'm a mom or I would know, but like you can tell it's just a lot of work.
That's my plan.
Cool. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited. Do you have any shows coming up? Did you see?
Just castings.
Oh yeah, just the castings.
I don't know what the shows are.
Okay, and then are you doing Walking for Gold?
Oh yes, check out Walking for Gold.
Yeah. So you're going to be, I don't know what, like the main model, or how would you say that?
I'm the runway coach.
The runway coach. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, will be in the show.
Cool.
But that will be September 23rd. Follow Walking for Gold on Instagram at Walking for Gold.
Yes.
But it's a charity fashion show to raise money for a child with cancer. So
so it's the show that I previously did. This year I will hold off on it, but still go check it out. Go support Walking for Gold.
That's how we met.
Yeah, that's how we met. Thank you so much for coming. I had a lot of fun interviewing you. Again, if you guys are interested in all things sewing and fashion, please hit subscribe. Please give this video a like. If you have any other questions for me and Amalia, comment down below, or you can email me at designerbrickhells@gmail.com. If you guys want us to do a second interview, think of what your questions are, and again, just comment down below or email me. Be sure to follow Amalia. All of her information is down below, and I will see you guys in a new video. Bye!